Welcome back in. Let's get into the redistricting battle. On November 4th, voters will decide on Proposition 50 and whether or not to allow the use of newly redrawn congressional maps. Congressional District 3 is among the areas impacted by those newly proposed maps. So we want to show you those right now. So this is what the current district looks like right now. With the proposed maps, you're going to see some changes here, some big changes specifically for District 3. Take a look at that. That's what the newly proposed map would show. Now, this seat is currently held by Republican Congressman Kevin Kiley, now in his second term. As ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen explains, he is already facing challengers.
At this moment, what would you say are the top 2 to 3 issues that matter most to your constituents, and how do you plan to continue to address them if you are reelected?
So I've really been fighting as hard as I can to bring down the cost of living, to get inflation under control by removing regulations, by responsibly reducing spending. Second issue is just making sure we have strong border security, and we've been able to actually achieve a lot in that respect. We went from having the most illegal border crossings in our country's history to now hardly having any at all.
Republican Congressman Kevin Kiley is dedicated to keeping his seat and continuing his work on Capitol Hill. Kiley says he's providing concrete solutions for the challenges in his district. We
are going to clean up some of the traffic jams that you get around the 6580 interchange. I've secured $22.5 million in a federal grant, so that's money that's a cost that will not be borne by our local taxpayers.
But Kiley has challengers already competing for his seat. Democrat Tyler Vandenberg from South Lake Tahoe. He's a Marine veteran who says he's committed to ending Trump's tariffs, undoing DOJ's cuts, and preserving federal land and national parks from being sold.
I'm aiming to meet people where they are and to meet their material concerns and to help them believe that the government can do good things and it can build a better life for them.
Democrat Heidi Hall is a longtime Nevada County resident and current board supervisor.
I'm a problem solver. I've been a public servant for 3 decades, and for the last 9 years, I've been governing from the Board of Supervisors right here in Nevada County.
So why should voters in this newly drawn district trust you over Kevin Kiley to represent their needs in Washington?
The cuts to Medicaid, to SNAP, the complete decimation of the VA and other federal agencies are directly hurting this constituency. He has not shown up this entire year for a public meeting to actually talk to his constituents, and he has never had the spine to stand up to Trump and challenge him on these policies.
In the spring, Kiley was criticized by his constituents for not holding enough town hall meetings to talk about potential program cuts. In response, Kiley says the cuts addressed wasteful spending.
The reform you see with SNAP is simply saying that states need to do a better job of making sure that those benefits are actually getting to the people who need it. And it's similarly with Medi-Cal. We're saying that people who are enrolled in multiple states, that shouldn't be happening. You should only be enrolled in one state. Or people who are in our country illegally. They shouldn't be taking benefits that citizens who are here legally are entitled to.
Is that what you're trying to say? Is that the benefits would outweigh any cons coming from those impacts?
Well, actually, under the bill, Medicaid spending is actually going to increase through the end of the decade. So there were some proposals that suggested reforming the program in more sweeping ways that would have changed that. I fought against that, and at the end of the day, we ended up with a package that will actually end up increasing Medicaid spending over the next decade.
In August, Kiley introduced a bill to prohibit mid-decade redistricting.
We have so many more important issues we should be focusing on as a country right now. Drawing district lines and tossing communities out of people's districts and putting new ones in, that shouldn't be what we're focusing on right now.
Do you think the president would sign this piece of legislation?
I certainly hope he would, yeah.
To introduce legislation right now that Kiley is doing is pure hypocrisy. When he was in the Assembly, when we established the Independent Commission here in California, he voted against it.
In 2020, as an Assembly member, Kiley voted no on Senate Bill 139, requiring larger counties to have independent redistricting commissions that's in addition to the already established statewide commission. Governor Gavin Newsom vetoed that bill. Kiley responded by saying he's always supported the Citizens Redistricting Commission created by voters, and that these bills were proposals offered by politicians, not voters, with their own interests in mind. Do you support banning or prohibiting mid-decade redistricting?
I would love to make sure that mid-decade redistricting doesn't happen in a way that's gerrymandered. I'd be cautious about an outright ban because we don't know what kinds of changes in the population might happen mid-decade.
But I think California voters know that the stakes are very high. They know that the Trump administration is coming for us one way or another. and that they're going to act to protect our democracy nationwide. Prop 50 is a good thing. I absolutely support doing it for all the reasons that I mentioned, including the fact that it's temporary.
In Sacramento, Jeannie Nguyen, ABC 10.
And make sure you tune in tomorrow because at 6:30 on To The Point, we are dedicating a half hour to the redistricting issue and its impacts to help you make an informed decision.